Hello everyone, this is your English teacher Gökçin, and today we're going to have a lesson together. First of all, how are you? How are you doing? I'm fine and I'm doing pretty good, thank you. Now, please let me share you my screen with you, the presentation I prepared for our lesson, and then we can start our lesson. Okay, today our topic is about future. We're going to talk about our future plans and predictions by using be, going to, and will, and our level is pre-intermediate. Okay. What are we going to do? Let's talk about it first. I listed the parts we're going to follow. First, we will start with the warm-up activity. Then I'm gonna tell you the learning objective. Then we're gonna look at some vocabulary, and then we're gonna learn the grammar. We're gonna do some control practices, and then production practice. We're gonna wrap up the lesson with a plenary practice, then I will give you some homework. Okay, now I have a question for you. Okay, we have a weekend, and this weekend we can have some plans, right? Do you have any plans for your weekend now? What are your plans? But before you answer my questions, I can talk about my plans. I planned something for my weekend. I'm going to meet my friends and I'm going to relax at home. I have two plans for this weekend. On Saturday, I'm going to meet my friends, and on Sunday, I'm going to relax at home. Do you have any plans? You can write down or you can raise your hand and speak. Yes. I see someone is writing on the chat. Some of your friends are going to go to the cinema. Okay, that's nice. That's a nice plan. Some of your friends are going to sleep. Thank you for your opinions. Thank you sharing your opinions with me. But maybe it will rain at the weekend, and if it rains, I will do shopping. But I'm not really sure about it. Maybe I will do it. Do you think any predictions about the weather at the weekend for the weekend? Maybe it will not rain. We're not sure about it, right? I didn't look at the weather forecast, but yes, it might rain. So if it rains, I will probably do some shopping. You will stay at home, maybe. Yeah, that's another option. That's right. Okay, as you see, today we will learn how to talk about our future plans or our predictions about the future. With the warm-up exercise, you understood what we're going to talk about, right? But first, please, let's look at vocabulary and what are we going to use in our plans, in our predictions. At the left side, you see a table which have predictions, plans, and intentions about someone's life, this vocabulary part. For example, to have a good career, to create a company. These are the things that we can use to talk about our plans, right? The things you might not know about this in this vocabulary might be run my own business. This means do your own job after, for example, creating a company. And earn a lot of money means get a lot of money from your job. Get married means marry someone, and especially living in a place, to live in a big city, to live in the countryside. This is a good comparison. Um, Countryside means the outside of the city, in the nature, not in the city center, right? we will use this vocabulary to talk about our plans or intentions, maybe the predictions about our future. For future predictions about technology, about nature, for example, in 2050, we can use the right part, have self-driving cars, for example, the cars which drive by themselves, no driver in it. Maybe we will have flying cars, brain chips in our brains. Maybe we will have food pills. Food pill means like you don't need to eat. Um, you just you will have a pill, just a simple pill, and you will take it. Then after that you're full. You don't need to eat food. To lose habitats is very important for animals. It means that animals will lose the places they live because of the pollution, environmental problems, and to use solar energy means like the energy which that machine or a thing gets from the sun, and these are the things you might not know about. I hope you took some notes while I'm talking. Okay, we see an interview here between a TV reporter and a person named Felix. I want you to read it, and I give you 1 minute. I want you to I want you to carefully look at the sentences where they talk about plans and sentences where they talk about predictions about future. You have a minute, then we will look at this interview together. Okay, your time is up. Let's look at this dialogue. A TV reporter asks, "Can I ask you some questions about the future?" And Felix says, "Of course." He asks, "What do you expect from the near future for yourself?" And Felix says, "I hope I will graduate from a good university and have a good career." This is the vocabulary we learned in the previous slide. TV reporter asks, "What will you do in your 30s?" And Felix says, "I think I will get married, have children, and buy a house." TV reporter asks, "Where will you live?" And Felix says, "I will live in a big city, of course, not in the countryside, right?" TV reporter asks, "Do you have plans about your career?" And he says, "Yes, I have. I'm going to create a company and run my own business." He's he's going to do his own job. TV reporter says, "I hope the best for you. What are your predictions about technology in 2050?" And Felix says, "I think we will have self-driving cars. We will have brain chips too, and we won't cook because we will have food pills." TV reporter says, "These are interesting predictions. What are your predictions for nature in 2050?" And Felix says, "I guess the environment will be worse. Our children won't see any forests. Also, many animals will lose their habitats. We will have very serious environmental problems in the future." And TV reporter says, "I hope not. Thank you for very much for your answers." So these are the bad predictions about the future, right? Okay. You saw this dialogue and you saw the predictions and plans. Then let's start learning the grammar. Where we use will, we use it for spontaneous decisions and promises or predictions about future. When something comes to our mind suddenly and we decide it at that moment, we don't plan it in the past or we don't think about it so much. We just decide at that moment. It's on the spot decision, we say. For example, "I'm hungry, I'll order some pizza. I'm hungry at this moment. I realized that I'm hungry and I'll order some pizza. I decided at this moment." For example, I make a prediction about the future for tomorrow. "I guess it will rain tomorrow." Maybe, I just guess it. It's just a guess, it's just a prediction. And "John didn't answer my call. I think I will call him later." I decided at this moment because he didn't answer my call now. Let's look at this dialogues. I heard Sue and David are engaged. And the other person says, I think they will not or won't get married. They fight too much. It's a prediction from me. They fight too much, so I think they won't get married. So the structure of will in the positive form is very simple. We use the will after the subject, and we use the base form of the verb call, order, reign, But when we use it in the negative sentence, will not becomes won't. Want is more commonly used. And also, we can use this verb while offering something. For example, someone says, my bag is very heavy, and you can say, I'll carry it for you, don't worry. Or when someone says, your student maybe, or your friend, my homework is very difficult, I can't do it myself. And to help, to offer and help, we can say, I'll help you to do your homework. This is another point that I wanted to emphasize. And also, how are we going to use will in sentences, but in questions? Look at this dialogue, please. What will you do tomorrow? It's a question about tomorrow. And the other person says, I have no idea. I think I will rest because tomorrow is my off day. So I decide now what to do. I think I will rest. That sounds great, that person says. Will you be at home all day then? Do you have an idea now? And the other person says, I'm not sure, but probably I'll be. It's just a guess again. Okay, look at the question form. We put will at the beginning of the sentence, then we put subject, and after the subject, we put the base form of the verb. But if you want to ask a different question, not a yes/no question, but a different question that can be answered with a different sentence, we can bring what, where, how, what, why, these question words before will. So this is the question form. In the dialogue, you see the to form. Yes. What about be going to? We're going to use be going to in our future plans or intentions we previously thought about. We think, for example, yesterday I thought about something, and today I'm telling that. Yesterday I thought about having a plan at the weekend, and today I'm talking about it. I'm going to use be going to, and this has a different form, of course. In the positive sentence, we use am is are after the subject and going to, and after going to we also use the base form of the verb. I didn't write that down. In the negative sentence, we bring not. Additionally, we bring not after am is are. And in the question form, emizar is the be form, is the present be form, and the auxiliary verb here. Am is are is at the beginning of the sentence, and we put subject and then going to, then the base form of the verb. But telling the structures like this is not helpful, so looking at the examples will be very clear for you to understand this. Look at the first dialogue. What did you do? Where did you buy this paint? The person asks. And the other person says, I'm going to paint my room tomorrow. He or she had a plan about painting the room, her or his bedroom. So it's a prior plan. So I am going to use be going to. But in daily usage, you can hear I'm gonna paint instead of I'm going to paint. You can hear I'm planning to paint. These are the other options, so I wanted to talk about it. Another dialogue. Are you busy Saturday night? And I've got tickets for the basketball game. The other person says, oh, sorry. It sounds like a lot of fun, but I'm going to be at my cousin's wedding. So the person talks about his plan, so he refuses or she refuses the offer. Okay, look at this interview again. So you see the sentences with will and going to, predictions and plans, right? Now I think it's more clear in your mind the usage of these tenses. So please read the predictions about 2050 and put a tick under the columns of I think so or I don't think so. In 2050, we will have flying cars. What do you think? You think so? No, you don't think so? Okay, all right. People will know when they will die. You think so? You don't think so. Robots will kill people. Do you think so? Or you don't think so, right? Everybody will have super fast internet. You think so? All right. Yes, I think so too. Wars for water will take place. You think so? All right. Let's consume our water carefully. We will use only solar energy. No, you don't think so. We will go on holiday in space. You don't think so? All right. All right, everyone. Now we have another practice. Fill in the blanks practice with will or want or be going to. So at the left part, you see the plans about someone's future, and at the right side, you see some predictions about future. Please fill in the blanks with their correct forms of these verbs. I give you 2 minutes and then I'm going to show you the answers. Or we're going to do it together. Okay, your time is up. All right, I'm going is the first answer. Second answer, you're right, I'm going to. And I'm not going to. All right. Will, 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 and won't. Yes, you did all the blanks correctly. So now it's time to write. But what are you going to write? Your plans and your predictions about future. As in the example here, you saw and read these examples. You're going to write your own plans and your own predictions about future. Please get help from this vocabulary I show you now and start writing. You have 5 minutes. Is it enough for you? 5, 7? Then we're going to read some of your writings. Okay, your time is up. Let's look at some of your writings. I have some nice plans for my future. In my 30s, I'm going to get married and have 2 children. I'm going to buy a car and live in a big city with my family. That's such a nice plan. Thank you for sharing this with us. I have some predictions about the future of our world. I think we won't eat food because we will have food pills. Well, yes, we will have flying cars. Your sentences really, all of them are correct. You got the lesson really well. Thank you so much for your participation. And what do you remember about this lesson? Please, can you come up with some phrases or words you remember about this lesson? And let's put some things from you and let's create a brainstorm map about this lesson. Or summary map, we can say. I give you a minute and I will elicit your answers. I will get your answers. Okay, your time is up. Let's say it one by one and you can write it down on the chat if you want. Type before say with be going to. That's correct. You're right. I have plans and I'm going to do them. Wow, that's such a nice point you're making. Perfect. Will for future product predictions. That's perfect. Decide now, say with will. Great. I believe everything will be okay. I believe too. I believe so. That's the great motto of the lesson. Okay, now I'm giving you the homework. So you will do interview with your friends, with one of your friends about future, and you will ask these questions to him or her, and you will write down their answers. I hope you will have fun doing while doing this homework. Thank you so much for your participation. See you in our next lesson.